Hello, and thank you for joining us for Take 10. Your hosts, Yolanda and Vanessa. Thank you for joining us this morning. And we wanted to come to you together because it's been a while. And we wanted to actually bring something to you to think about for this week um, that we really don't think about doing, but it's really important that we start doing this. This is a box. It's a shoe box. Vanessa said we needed something bigger, but there's a
Yeah, book
purpose behind
bag
the
or
shoe
a
box.
purse. Hmm.
So with the box, and that's the whole topic is what's in your box. And your box can hold your emotions, it can be your traumas, any past pain that you've had from relationship, hurt. Um, it can be numerous things. But we have to realize that we have to clean out what's in this box here. And a lot of times we do everything as Vanessa and I was talking earlier, we do everything from spring cleaning our house, cleaning out what's in our house, that we never really take out the time to address what's hurting us. And a box here is our emotions, our everything that's packed inside of us, our vessel. And we hold all of this in, and the box here is closed. So in order for us to work on what's causing all of the trauma, the pain, the hurt that we're experiencing, we need to actually open up the box. And once you open up that box, then we can begin to heal. We can see the problems that really need to be addressed. We can do some cleaning up and get the help that we need. A lot of times we don't want to accept that we need help whenever we're going through situations. And we're not always talking about medical. Sometimes it's just having a friend, a true loyal friend that you can discuss something with, whether it's a lot of times we can't go to our immediate family. So we go to the
Therapist.
girlfriend,
Hmm.
yeah, and talk. So Vanessa, I'll let you go from there because you were saying that you needed a purse or, talk, give her
Yeah,
this.
I was saying that sometimes I think you need something bigger because we clean out our book bags all the time, or our kids do, or you have a purse and you buy a new one and it's bigger or smaller, and you've got to organize it and figure out what you really need and what you don't need. It's just like our personal baggage. We got to clean it out every once in a while. Like you said, sometimes we need help. And it's not a shameful thing to sometimes need help, to even open that box or even want to look and see, okay, can we clean out a couple of cobwebs or a couple of things?
Mhm.
And then give me a chance to breathe, and then take a step back and then continue to clean. It's no different than, I hate to put it this way, but like hoarders, they sometimes need help too, cleaning out their homes,
Mhm.
just like we need help cleaning out our emotions. It's not going to be the easiest thing, but it takes time. And you've got to look at every nook and cranny and every zipper or every spot that you might have missed, and make sure you take the time and dedicate it to,
Right.
do I need to still spend this emotional time on this item, or can I let it go?
Yeah.
Is it time for me to emotionally let go? No different than me and my husband cleaning out our garage. There were some things that are memorable. And there are some things you're like, you know what? I really don't need it anymore. Someone else could use this and have a lot more use out of it than I can. It's no different. We need to do that with ourselves and our mind, whether it's taking a day at the spa so you can relax to get to that point to where you can start thinking, okay, if I can do this, take care of myself, what else can I do mentally that I need to clean out things. So like you were saying before we did this, to make us a better person,
Mhm.
a better role model, a better whatever worker, wife, sister, anything.
Yeah.
Like it makes us all in general better, but it takes that first step. And sometimes you just need a little help. Or all of a sudden something happens and you're like, you know what? Why am I acting this way? Why is this happening? Like, take a step back and be like, okay, something needs to change. Where do I start? And just take baby steps so you can clean out that box.
And just like I'm going to use an example that men can relate to. Look at your cars, look at your trucks. They
Tackle
get dirty.
boxes.
They get dirty on the outside, but it's the inside. Yes, we look at the outside appearance. We want it to be shiny. We want it to have that glow. We even want our chrome, everything shine perfect. But on the inside, there's dirt on the floor. You may find chips, cigarette butts, whatever. You may find a lot of stuff that you even were looking for and you couldn't find. You're going to find it by cleaning it out. So you want to go and just do that deep cleaning with not just everything that we take for granted, like the purses, our vehicles. Do it on the inside. Do it for you. You may find that once you spend that and devote that time to yourself, your emotions, seeing, having that self time, that me time, you're going to really learn, hey, I can do this and really feel good about myself. I can do this and correct a problem that I had, or just sometimes, like
Make
you
more
said,
happy memories too.
right. And a lot of times we see these little messages that pop up that people post on Facebook about cleaning your friend box. Sometimes a lot of the friends that you have, are they really
Yeah.
friends? Are they just numbers to make it look like you have a lot of friends? So we want to just really do a deep cleaning of ourselves. And once you start
Those
with
around
yourself,
us,
everything,
everything.
everything around you will work out. It will work out. It will relieve a lot of stress. You'll find
Yeah.
out that I can say, being a woman, a lot of times we can have so much clutter on our walls that we feel like we are enclosed, that we
Mhm.
can't breathe, that we're suffocating.
Yeah. That happens quite often.
Yeah.
Where we've buy, and then you're like, why am I getting all this stuff?
Mm-hmm.
And not realizing that you're doing other things to fill a void or some emotion that you have checked out of without realizing it.
Sure.
So sometimes we need to be like, okay, I need a reality check. Why am I doing this?
Mm-hmm.
Dig deeper. Is it something in your childhood or past that has triggered that? For now, it's just a coping mechanism. We all have a lot of coping mechanisms that are covering up a lot of things that we're going through. And once you start going through it, you'll find out you're a lot stronger for it, a lot better for it. And it will make a world of difference, even if it's something as small as, you know what, today I'm not going to go and do this that I normally do. I wanted to go try and do something else.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost as simple as I normally take the elevator. Today I'm going to take the stairs.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. Change your routine, change your scenery, change some of the people you're hanging around, especially if things are not going the way that it should be and you're more stressed out, or things in generally, or your health isn't going the way it should be.
Mm-hmm.
Try and change it. Do something simple. It sometimes can change everything in your life without you even realizing it. And you'd be like, you know what? It just took that one little step of me doing this, and things are so much better. And it was a lot easier doing it yourself than being to where you're doing it for other people or for other reasons. Doing it for yourself, it will make a world of difference.
Yeah. And also too, it allows time for you to actually organize, put things
Mhm.
in priority. A lot of times you can find out, like Vanessa was saying, you have so much clutter that you really take time to organize what you have, organize everything by writing down, okay, this is what I need to do. Just don't try and gobble and do it all at one time. Make a list. Even if you don't do one thing a day to check off your list, you checked off that one thing. And the more you do, you would say your list is complete. So, a lot of times we can feel overwhelmed in our box and we hold that in. And once we start feeling overwhelmed, we get depressed, become irritable, mood swings come about, and we really
Triggers
don't
happen
understand.
more often.
Yeah, and we don't realize why we're going through all these emotional changes. And it's because you're just overwhelmed. And a lot of times you can just say, I'm just tired, I'm exhausted, and I just don't know why. And it's because you have so much clutter. You don't realize what you're taking on, what it is that you really need to do, and just taking time organizing your day, your week, even down to your expenses. Write down, make a book and just write down your bills. A lot of people say, well, I use the computer pays this and that. You still need to know. And the best way to understand what you're spending, why you're spending it, is to still write it down. It doesn't hurt to pull out the paper and pen and to jot down what you're spending. A lot of times we do these impulsive things, like we go to the grocery store and we go grocery shopping when we're hungry. And we've always been told that's the worst time to go because one, you're gonna see everything, you're gonna smell things. And then
The worst time to take your kids is if
yes,
you haven't had that snack time. My kids, especially my youngest, she's gonna be like, "Can I have a cookie? Can we go in the bakery section and get a cookie?" And then it goes from a cookie to a Lunchable to juice.
yeah.
Bad idea.
So, you want to take time and make sure that you're doing things in order, you're writing them down. Just please take time and go through your box of emotions, your box of things that you really need to do, your to-do things. Take time for yourself. So I went with the
Self-care.
Vanessa, yes. I went with the box. Vanessa went with the purse and the bag. So it's important that you take time for yourself. Dig deeper, because once you open that box, only then you can go from darkness to light. And that light is going to allow you to be able to grow. Remember, a flower cannot grow in darkness. It has to have light to get the nutrients and the water and everything that it needs to grow. And that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to grow to be a better you. And that's what it's all about. So think about what's in your box this week and decide on how you're going to tackle one thing at a time to be a better you. Vanessa?
I just want to add that if you're in that dark place, sometimes a helping hand is not a bad thing. If you don't have a helping hand, it's not hard or it's not difficult to also look for one, as far as a therapist or doctor, a coworker who can help point you in the right direction. There's also resources online if you need a helping hand. And if you don't get one and you know you can make it through it so you can be a stronger and better you. But always, always take care of yourself and seek help, especially when needed.
Yep. And we will have a couple of links for you to go to just think of and to get the start. How do you start doing this? Like I say, start with a box. Write down everything that's bugging you. Throw it in the box. And just pick one thing and start with that one thing, and you will see it will lead to one step at a time of being a better you.
Yes. And I also want to say to those of you that are watching and listening, Please don't forget to follow us on our social media outlets. Also, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, as we don't want you to miss any of our great topics or our great guests. And we want to thank you for tuning in.